This channel is for educational purposes only. Please do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions.
Hi, this is Joe Rabil. So what I try and do on this channel is take people from a point of where they really can't tell where a stock is in its trend, right? Where is it located? Is it in a topping pattern? Is it in a bottoming pattern? Is it in a full-fledged uptrend? Is it in transition? These are the types of things that you need to get to before you start thinking about making money in the market. You need to have an understanding of price structure and where we stand. And if you can do that in multiple time frames, now all of a sudden things start to come into favor and you can start to make real good decisions in the market. All right. So if you're struggling with that, I'm going to give you a checklist that I think you need to learn and get better at before you're going to really start to see the results that you want to see in your log sheet or your equity line. If you want to learn more about the approach, I would suggest starting with the book. You can click the link in the description to find out more. Also, if you do enjoy this type of content, please hit that like button and also subscribe. All right, I've got the chart or the grid of Netflix up. All right, I've got a monthly chart in the bottom left, weekly in the bottom right, daily in the upper right, and then an hourly in the upper left. Now, I've gotten a lot of requests to make the mouse easier to follow, so hopefully this circle is a little bit easier. All right, and I'm also going to try and zoom in more when I'm talking about a specific time frame. I've gotten, a lot of comments about that. All right. So what we want to do is to be able to define, first of all, the price trend. And I think a simple way to do that is understanding the 1, 2, 3 reversal. These are right out of my book. 1, 2, 3 reversal, and then also the moving average environment. Now, one of the things I define in the book is how to define a trend in the market using the moving averages. If the 18 is below the 40 and both lines are declining, then we're in a downtrend like what you're seeing in Netflix Weekly. All right. If you go to the daily chart, you can see that the 18 is below the 40 and both lines are declining. We're clearly in a downtrend that started right about here, and it's been in a downtrend on the daily chart now for about a month. Okay. Now, the same pattern developed back here. You can see back in January, February, starting in December actually of last year, we formed a downtrend on the daily chart. And when we know we're in a downtrend on the daily, we'd be looking for a point where it turns into transition. All right. And so that is what I refer to as neutral. Okay. And then what we want to do with each of these time frames is actually go and look at the MACD and the ADX and the volume. And then we also want to look at the RSI and the relative strength. I don't show that here. All right. But we want to be able to go through each of those and determine where they are from are they positive, are they negative, or they're neutral. One of the things I would recommend doing is putting up a little checklist for yourself. And what I'd actually recommend is saying, okay, I'm looking at, let's just say I'm going to look at MU Micron technology. All right. You're going to pick out the time frame. Let's say you use a weekly chart. So you put in a W here. On this one, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at MU. Okay. But you're going to put a daily here. So you're looking at 2 consecutive time frames, just as you would if you were looking at making a trade. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to evaluate each one of these and determine which, where they stand. If we look at Micron, we're probably going to have a lot of positives in place right now, just based on the overall action. Now, on the daily chart, it could be a little bit different. It could be a situation. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just take a quick look at this with the chart, and let me actually clear the board here, and I'm going to switch this to Micron. All right, now if I'm looking at this, and let's say I'm looking at, like I say, on a weekly and a daily, I'm going to see that the trend is clearly bullish. Now, I don't get into being extended, right? It's not part of what I'm looking at when it comes to a checklist, all right? We're trying to define whether the stock is in an uptrend. What ends up happening is if we have a stock that's in an uptrend in all time frames, so right now we're in an uptrend on the monthly, uptrend on the weekly, uptrend on the daily, and an uptrend on the hourly, all right? But what you're gonna end up noticing is you go through periods like this. Even though this time frame is in an uptrend or wasn't an uptrend through this period, we actually went through a consolidation phase where this turned neutral on the weekly chart. Okay, and then if we're sitting at neutral on a on a daily chart, we're also wanting to evaluate what happens here. So when the MACD crosses down through the signal line, it stays above the zero line. We're kind of in a neutral camp, and even here where it drops down below, and it's turning more on the negative side when it's below the zero line, and the MACD is below its signal line. But we still have a neutral pattern here. All right. So again, we kind of want to evaluate it and look at it in reference to where we stand with the price structure. The same thing with the ADX. If you notice, we showed good strength in the ADX based on the buyers, green being on top. Okay, but then when we went through a consolidation phase, the sellers showed a little bit of strength breaking above the past green high, and that means that they're sort of taking over command, but they're not that strong because the ADX never got above the 25 line. So when we see this drop, if we put this at neutral on the ADX, because yes, the DI crossed above the green DI, but it's not strong, so I'm putting this at neutral. All right, that's going to tell me a whole lot, knowing that we've going through a consolidation phase. We're neutral on the daily chart. We're still in an uptrend on the weekly. We're just waiting for signs that maybe the ADX is starting to kick back in the gear. Green DI comes back above and holds. Now all of a sudden, this is turning back to positive, and I'm looking at a trend that starts to turn positive here. And now all of a sudden, the daily is positive along with the weekly again. So when we have a neutral trend on the lower time frame, so if we're neutral on the lower time frame and we're still positive on the higher time frame, and we're showing all signs that are still pretty good on the higher time frame, then we actually want to be on the lookout for any sign of improvement on the lower time frame. So these are the types of things that, again, I think using the checklist can be very helpful for. You could do it in whatever time frames you're trading. You could do it with a daily and an hourly together. You could put a 5-minute and a 1-minute. Probably wouldn't recommend doing it while you're trading on an intraday basis, but it could be something that you could do after the fact, and you can go and evaluate and see, did you do something that you shouldn't have done because of the way the trend was set up? You can see pretty clearly through these pullbacks on the daily chart. So we get the pullback here on the daily, and we get another pullback here. We can go and evaluate what we were seeing. The trend actually turned negative on the hourly here, but then as the 18 MA started to turn back to the upside, now all of a sudden we've flipped back to neutral. When this turns to neutral and the higher time frame is still in positive, and we start to see again improvement in ADX and MACD, then those are the types of signs that are telling us the bear trend on the downtrend that we had on the hourly chart is starting to reverse. Okay, same thing happened here. The 18 was below the 40 and both lines were declining. We had a bear trend, but then as things start to flatten out on this 18 and start to flip around, and we start to show signs of improvement in the MACD and again the ADX, we know things are starting to improve. So hopefully you can see how if you're using two time frames together, you can really improve your time frame if you get a lot better at reading this checklist and understanding where everything stands based on the checklist. So get good at using this, and it should really help you with your timing. So the other thing that I would tell you is making sure you're using both uptrends and downtrends, and understanding that, not all stocks are. So if you're using a stock like Micron, or you're looking at all the stocks that are AI stocks that are going up, yeah, you're going to have a lot of bullish trends. And at the same time, I think it's worthwhile looking for stocks that are not necessarily full-fledged bullish or maybe even bearish. If you look at a stock like Autodesk, it's in a big trading range on the monthly. I would consider it neutral on the monthly chart, but it's in a bear trend on these other time frames. And if you do that in conjunction with the bull trends, and then also identify stocks that are kind of transitioning, they might be, in an uptrend on the monthly chart, but they're moving sideways in these other time frames. You're going to get really good at understanding how to use ADX and MACD in conjunction with the different time frames. So something to certainly learn. I would definitely recommend doing this on 5 to 10 stocks every week, putting a little checklist together, seeing if you can look at them from a monthly and a weekly, or a weekly and a daily, depending on the time frames you like to trade. And then from there, you can just, I think you're going to start to see where a stock is in an optimum entry point, where you're going to see a stock is starting to switch from positive to neutral or in transition. And when a stock was in transition and pulling back on a higher time frame, and now all of a sudden is starting to show signs of improvement. Right now, this isn't showing signs of improvement yet, but if we got any sign of strength to the upside, this time frame would start to agree with the higher time frame. So those are the types of things that I would recommend getting a lot better at if you want to trade using my method. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.